everyone, and welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. This time we're reviewing The Surfer, starring Nicolas Cage and directed by Lorcan Finnegan, complete with spoilers. Nicolas Cage plays a man trying to reconnect with his son and his childhood home through his love for surfing the waves, and ends up with more than what he bargained for when he runs into a surfer cult.
This is a special place for us. It was magic here when I was your age. My old house is finally for sale, and I'm buying it.
Just want to go home now.
This is the kind of movie that you're not sure what you're going to get, and I love that about it. It is trippy, and you do not know where it is going to lead you, and when it does finally lead you to its destination, you do question if there is something deeper below the surface that you may have missed. Throughout the movie, things get worse and worse for Nicolas Cage, who we never really know his name.
Hey!
He's just known as the Surfer. A surfer, a Lexus-owning surfer, important for reasons revealed later, who, when he was younger, won a surfing competition known as the Shark's Tooth, in which he won a shark's tooth. Why the return to his childhood stomping grounds? He wants to close on a house that his father owned before committing suicide back when he was a kid. Unfortunately, he is in a bidding war with other buyers to own the house, and money is tight. Not to mention, he is in the midst of a divorce from his wife, who's pregnant from another man, and on top of it, his son doesn't seem to like him. So already the ground is already salted before he meets the bullies of the surfer cult.
Uncle's army!
I grew up here.
Don't live here. Don't surf here.
Hey, Dad.
It's okay. You're scaring my boy.
Now. No need for all this fuss.
I will admit that I felt that the movie goes into a supernatural bent or an otherworldly bent about 3/4 of the way in. Then it seems to veer into a whole other vibe that follows a more conventional route, dealing with a revenge-filled ending involving an old homeless man. There's an initiation plot dealing with the surfer cult headed by a self-help guru, Scally, played by Julian McMahon.
That's my board, and I want it back.
Listen, mate, I think you've been out in the sun too long.
No, my father gave me that board.
I can tell you myself, that old board's been up there for as long as I can remember.
She's a beauty.
That helps men get in touch with their animalistic nature in some deeply troubling and unorthodox ways that I just couldn't quite level set as believable in my head. That's where my main gripe with the film lies. I really enjoyed the journey of suffering that the surfer goes on, to the point that I wondered if Nick Cage's character was stuck in some hellish afterlife. There are shades of a conspiracy that the surfer and the old man are the same person when our title character finds himself without his car, phone, and then lastly his dignity, until a photographer acquaintance reveals a photo of the man with a Lexus who is trying to close a deal on the house that he hopes will bring him closer to his childhood and also his son. From there on, it is revealed, after Cage goes ballistic on a member of Scally's cult and earns respect of the self-help guru, that the whole time he was a victim to an act of initiation to become one of them. Except one last deed must be done. He must burn the rundown car of the homeless old man before he is truly one of them. Does this represent him as burning the remnants of his past because possibly he and the old man are the same person? Will this free him of his inner demons so he can break free of his inner torment of endless suffering? After all, the old man and he have something in common that they own, the shark tooth, with him winning it in his youth, and the old man's son winning it in his youth, which is something you learn during the course of the movie. Better yet, is the old man the surfer's long-lost father who killed himself long ago in his youth? So maybe the ending is not as conventional as one may think. Wow, I just got an epiphany of what this movie's about. Is it letting go of one's past demons to enable one to finally surf the wave of life that crashes down on all of us? Is Cage actually the son who was killed so long ago by Scally? As you can see, this is a possibility that the film hints at with its trippy and psychedelic delivery that makes its way through the wildlife that inhabits the Australian beach that the surfer is set on. Throughout the film, there are close-ups of the wildlife literally laughing at poor Cage's surfer character as he suffers his way to eventual redemption. Is it any coincidence that the word surfer resembles the word suffer? Maybe I'm looking too deep into things. As Scully says in the film, we must suffer first to know true joy. There's lots of things to like about The Surfer because it will make you think long after the credits roll. It's been about 4 days since I watched the show, and I feel like I have come to a new understanding about it, even if you approach it from a conventional sense. If you approach that all the events are taking part in a sort of afterlife, taking part in Cage's character's head, some things seem to make a certain kind of sense in that way. It's a little clumsy on how it approaches its themes of how one overcomes their demons, especially towards the end. However, The Surfer is a captivating watch throughout. That's what makes it a fascinating watch. Catch it in the movie theaters if you can. I'm giving The Surfer a 7.5 out of 10. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next one when we venture into the void.